going to be a short demo where I will show loading of data using Python as if it is a pandas data frame, but loading into a Power BI file. Then I will create two visuals, a bar chart and a pie chart, where I want to show the number of houses sold by bedroom. So I will be, for the grouping, I will use a measure here, count. I'll just call it count measure, for example. First I go into Power BI, verify that it detects the Python installation. So I go into the options and look for Python. It says yes, there is a detected Python available. Then I go into get data and I say get data from a Python source, which is actually a Python script. And I will run this script. Okay. I just need to import pandas and then load the CSV file, which is this file you can see here. Load it because I'm using pandas by convention. I'm going to call it housing sales DF. It's not recorded in Power BI, but I'm just using the normal Python pandas convention for the naming of the data frame. So here I can see housing sales DF preview. I can see all the data. I could do a transform if I want, but for the time being I will not do a transform. I'll just load the data. So now I can see housing sales has been loaded into Power BI with all the columns that I would see in the source CSV file. These are all the columns. I could view it as data as a table as well. Now before I proceed, I want to create a measure, which in my Python code I'm going to call it count measure, number of houses sold by number of bedrooms. So that's a grouping. So I'll just create a measure called count measure. So that's a count from the table, which is housing sales DF, and the column the bedrooms. So I'm going to count the number of rows basically. Now I go into my report view for the visuals and I say I want to create a Python visual. So it says okay, you need to run a script, a Python script. So I have to enable script visuals here. Now what are the columns I'm going to use for the visual? I'm going to use bedrooms here, but instead of sum of bedrooms I'm just going to say don't summarize it, and I'm going to get the count here. So those are the columns I'm going to use for this visual using Python. You can see it automatically gets those columns here, and I want to then run my Python code here. I do not, let me say I do not want to duplicate. It's fine. I could do that, but right now what I have got is a data set, okay, automatically created, and this is a sample code that I could use to make changes if I want. But this is my actual code. I'm going to use NumPy and matplotlib and specifying colors for my bar chart. Okay, so this is my bar chart. I run the script from here. Remember, bedrooms is not summarized, but count is a measure. So this is my, essentially it's actually a column chart, but because we call it bar chart in the plot, matplotlib plot. So this is my houses sold by bedroom count. I want to create another page. Now if I go back to the first page, I can see that the script is no longer visible. I have this visual automatically available to me. Now in page 2, I will say I want another Python visual, and here I'm going to take again, just for simplicity, bedrooms, the count, and I want to change the bedroom to not summarize, and I will take the code for a pie chart here, and run the script. So what happened here? I forgot to re-import. Every time you run a script, of course, you have to do the import as well, because each script is independent of the previous script. So I run this script here, and I get my pie chart. I can expand it. This is my pie chart. I could try to do some more coding in Python to enhance the chart, but this is just a simple quick demo. And if I go back to the page now, I see the chart, but I don't see the Python code anymore. If I click on the chart, I can see the Python code that was used to generate the chart. So the Python code is actually saved with the file here itself. Okay. So let me just save this as file, save as Power BI using Python. So this is very simple. Uh, Over time, probably I'll try to do more exploration with other types of visuals using Python in Power BI. I hope this is helpful to you. Thank you.